Sup guys, new fella interested with
Sup?
your age domains, want to get one and turn it into a blog site, what you think, want to earn from it. Yeah, absolutely. So age domains are a huge shortcut to ranking, essentially.
Yeah.
Um, you're basically a new website. You're starting with zero backlinks. You're starting with zero history with Google. The site hasn't doesn't have any trust that's built up yet, and so yeah, a lot of people they'll either start on an age domain or they'll even just go to like a website like Empire Flippers or Flippa or whatever, and they'll buy a website that's already making money. And of course, that's a lot more expensive to do that because a website that's already making like $500 or $1,000 a month. I mean, you're going to end up paying, you know, what 20K, 50K
Yeah.
for a functional business. Whereas an age domain, you
30x.
can
Yeah.
come in and you can pay a lot less, of course, and you get a lot of the same benefits. It's not already making money or whatever, but you kind of have to do that and rebuild a lot. So not exactly the same, but you're starting. You're already starting the race. You're starting the race like halfway there, right? So definitely a good hack to getting things rolling a lot quicker. And yeah, so what you want to build a money site on top of it? Yep. So the one thing I will say is when you're talking about buying an age domain and you want to build a money site on the age domain, what I'd really advise you do is to find an age domain that is pretty darn close to whatever it is you're trying to build. So if you're having a website about CBD or selling CBD products or whatever, try to get an age domain about CBD. Maybe you do like marijuana or whatever. But basically, the further you get away, like the so if the like you're like CBD and then you buy a website about
Cancer.
cancer, because then you're
Just
thinking, oh,
because I
smoking or
remember buying a
cancer or
bunch of
something.
those.
Maybe they
Yeah.
kind of maybe
Hmm.
it goes together with smoking or something. I don't know. Just
Yeah.
the further away you get from it, the worse it's going to be for it actually working out for you. There's a little bit of you never really know like how well it's going to work or not going to work when you're doing this kind of thing. So it's a little bit more of an advanced tactic. It doesn't yeah, so that's just kind of my advice. Just try to get as close as possible. If you have any questions, like if you find a domain and you want to ask us, like, would this make a good use for my project on this, you can send us a message and we'll tell you what we think about that. But yeah, what do you think, Nick?
Yeah. Definitely a viable option. Immediately, like when you find the domain that you're interested in, right? And I would advise you take those domains, you put them in Ahrefs, you see what kind of organic movement they had before, what kind of pages got a lot of backlink going to them. Um, Conceptualize what you're going to do with it before you even purchase it, right? And then when you buy it, immediately go in and start attacking the main keywords that it had movement form in the form of press. So if you had 30 pages that were getting a decent amount of backlinks, then go ahead and put fresh content on those pages. I say fresh content because if you try and use old content, it's not going to resonate that well. Again, this is in the case study that I put up. It talks heavily about using an age domain to get started and then using other age domains to 301 and, compound ability to rank in the SERPs. But when you get it, definitely make use of the historical press that domain got. Create fresh content for those pages. And if you can't really conceptualize what those fresh pages used to be used for, then either turn them into a hub page that you can interlink from to the pages that you care about, or figure out how to 301 them to relevant style content where the backlinks make sense to point to, right? So again, like Chris said, if you have CBD and you bought a cancer based domain, it's going to be a little bit harder to tie that back into it. But you can always take a historical URL that's based on something and spin it to a certain extent to where the content makes sense, right? Because we're trying to beat an algorithm. We're trying to beat a robot that doesn't think on the level that we do, at least not yet, right? So you're trying to make sense of the robot that's got these topical clusters, everything falls under, and you're kind of bridging that gap for it. So yeah, I personally would not ever start a new project with a brand new domain. It's not something that I would ever do. I would automatically go looking and hunting for an age domain. When I find the right one, then most likely I'm going to conceptualize the niche I feel like being in, even previous to caring about the niche. But maybe you're passionate about something, maybe you've got products that you've been involved with your whole life. The trajectory is going to be different for you.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the links below for more info on this topic, as well as other cool stuff like SEO case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks, and happy ranking.